welcome back to the bench. And yes, it's probably not as gung-ho week as I can do, and there's a reason behind that. I have traumatic brain injury, which is the nice way of saying traumatic brain damage. I have. That's why I'm not allowed to actually. I can't work in what I used to do in retail and all that. But the other thing, it takes sometimes a while for things to really soak in and hit me, and it kind of did this week. My wife was able to get a alteration job at Buckle, so she's been starting on that, and she does DoorDash. But then with that, what really hit me was, for the first time in almost 20 years, over 20 years, I have no kids in the house. I don't, hey, when are you going to be home? It's just me and Gabrielle and the kitties. And that kind of hit me as, okay, what am I supposed to do? And I've been working on that this week. That's why there's not too much build in the video. And I do apologize. It's just something I had to get myself through because of the injury. But hey, I'm happy for them. They're all, they're all starting their life. They're all becoming who they're meant to be. Yes, I do see Anne and Melody every other day or every day. And then Des will be coming home soon from the Army. So she'll be back. And then Jacob's at college. But for me, I've always had somebody in the house. Always. And it's just finally hit me that, oh gosh, there's nobody in the house except me. And then, it is what it is. I know it's empty nest and all that. But like I said, with the T.B.I. that I got, which is traumatic brain injury, it takes a little bit while longer for things to soak in, or, because part of the damage, I got short-term memory loss, and I had damage on both my frontal lobes. It was a bad accident, and I've talked about that ago. But it takes a while sometimes for things to hit me, and I know Jacob left in August, but it's taken till almost October to really soak in, and I kind of got in the way of me getting stuff done this week. But I did get things done, not as much as I wanted to, but I did. So the 2005 War of the Worlds Alien is all together. I got to do a little bit more painting, and I explain why in the video, and then that'll be done. I started on a client build, and the client I built for this client before. I did the tall man bust, and he contacted me this week or last week and said, "Hey, what do you think? Would you like to do this one?" And as you can see, I said, "Of course I want to say yes." It's the Elephant Man bust, John Merrick. So I'm very honored to be able to do this for my client, because John Merrick is inspirational, and not the wisecrack, the jokes and all that. I mean, inspirational to live with this and do what he was able to do. So John Merrick's on the bench, getting ready to get started on that. And then I did get pre-shading done on the Seaview. I got painting done. I got a little bit of touch-up to do on the Flying Sub, but that's all unwrapped. And yeah, so I got pre-shading done and painting. So with that, if you are new to my channel, please click on the subscribe button. Click on the little bell and you'll know every time I upload. Thank you to all my subscribers. BTM Scale Modeling is now at 480 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you. It means a lot. So also, if you see me doing a technique in my video, you see me doing some painting or lighting or brushing or doing this to do this to do this, and I didn't cover enough in the video, I didn't go explain well, please put it in the leave me a note in the comments or shoot me an email. Hey Buck, why did you do it this way? Hey Buck, can you just do a video just on this technique and why and all the steps? Send me an email, bucktmore@gmail.com, or leave it in the comment section. I also, in the comment section, you can say, "Hey Buck, great job, man, awesome." Buck, okay, alright, well, it does work, but yeah, it's okay. Or Buck, man, what the heck were you thinking, dude? Seriously? Put it in the comment section, and I answer usually within 12 to 24 hours. But with that, let's go to the bench and see what got done this week. Well, good morning, Tuesday, and the wind is a-blowing, and Yeah, all that is North Dakota. It's October, it's North Dakota. But down at the bench in the studio, as you can tell. And the first thing I thought about working on, I know I'm going to get to the Enterprise. I promise you that. I promised you that last week. But kind of in that spot where I was like, ooh, I want to do a little bit more painting. So I thought I was going to start doing the black-green to give these... Sorry, it's really bright. Let me try this real quick. There you go. So this is black-green. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get started on that. And then all of a sudden I got to looking at the way they did here. And this aqua green doesn't go really solid all the way through, as you can see here on the bottom and all the sides. So that's what I decided I was going to try to get some done on the Alien from War of the Worlds, a little bit more. And so yeah, so what I'm doing is, I will show you, is I just started, I lightly airbrushed, you know, not to, you know, go crazy. I don't want that solid. I want that to blend in and look natural. So I started doing that. And show you here, yes, here on the skull, the head, as you can see. So up and the lower end, I'm really digging it. I know why, because, you know, whatever environment they came from or whatever, the top's always against whatever sun or whatever it's going against in the bottom, you know, just like us. So I started with that, and what I'm using is Tamiya's gray green XF76. I think that closed really well with that, and then when I get done with it, I'm going to do a airbrush. I'm going to go back over and lightly put some clear red, or to give it a little bit more of a redder hue, because I really don't want to add more to that. So yeah, so that's where I'm at right now, guys. So let me kind of show you real quick. I've turned my air pressure down a bit so it doesn't go cuckoo, you know. Usually I have it around 20 to 25, and I turned it down to about 10 to, or about 15, so that it doesn't go oops crazy. And then I am staying back. I'm not even pressing that hard on it, or that close, because I don't want it to you know, I want it to blend, not contrast. So that's what I'm doing, and that's there. And then yes, like so again, as you can see, and I know it's probably hard to see. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more for you. Okay, here we go. Okay, so again, I am just kind of letting it find its spot, and then kind of like that, and I'm still going to work on it as it goes. But that's what I'm doing right now, is getting that done, and then as they dry and they get done, I'm going to go in and start doing the black green. I think I can get 99% of this done for him, or for the alien, done today, so I can start putting things together, and then get the joints, you know, taken care of with the liquid putty or whatever I need to, but start getting this guy going good. So I'm going to get back at it, and I'll come back and share when I have more. Okay, got it to a point where I like it. I'm going to let that go, and I'm not too worried, because what I'm going to do now is on top, and like I said, with airbrushing, it dries pretty good. It always dries well, but with the airbrushing, it dries. It doesn't take as long to dry as if you're hand brushing everything. So now what I'm getting ready to work on is doing some of the detail on the alien, and I've got my brush loaded with black green, which is XF27, And the great thing about these brushes, these are my Model Master, this one is that I can, bring it up here, I can change the pressure for a better sense of word. Down further I can get a more concise single line, and more out it just, brushes over. And I've been practicing, try to show you here. So as you can see, maybe if I can get it up here because I got the camera zoomed in. As you can see, I can go, and then go darker, or if I want to, I can really put it on. But always, if this is you've never done it before, definitely practice a bit. And here we go, hopefully. And there is no if and pattern to this at all. It's just, it's like freckles and stuff and all that. So do what makes you feel kind of good. And, not happy with that one. Not happy with that one at all. Okay. Give me a moment, and let me work a little bit on it, and then I'll come back and share with that. Okay, things are dry now, and thought I'd share. I started trying to dry brush, and I quickly stopped that. I got as much, got that off, and then I went with my airbrush to do the rest of it. I thought dry brushing I was going to be able, but yeah, no. I'm still happy with it though, but yeah. Show here. And there is one thing that I'm going to have to do once I connect, and you'll see it once I get it connected, guys. I am going to have to I'm going to have to blend this in, this gray-green color into part of this up here, and then in here just a bit more. But yeah, not too shabby. So that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to get things connected. At least the body parts, the arms and all that, so I can work on getting those. Or I don't know if I should do that first or do the head first. Trying to remember. I think I can, yeah, I can probably put that on too and do it. Just thinking out loud, sorry guys. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get all these parts together, and then I'll be able to go back in and fill in those seam gaps and go from there. Yay. Alright, well, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, I'll be back on... Oh, yeah, I forgot to share that with you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did the red underneath, but then I did in the dark green. And there is no rhyme or reason. There is no set pattern. I just went with what I thought was great. And I added more into here, too, and on the small arms. So, yay. But yeah, thought you guys might want to see that. Sorry. Alright. Alright, now I'm going to get it put together. Alright. Okay, War of the Worlds Alien is together. Excuse me, and then mail call. And I was alluding to this last week's video. The client that I built the tall man bust of asked me if I would do another one for him. I said, heck yeah. So, without further ado, the Elephant Man. And, I mean, the detail, the work that went into not only the major work is just doing the detail. I mean, very, very amazing detail work. A lot to work with, a lot to play with. And the buttons, these buttons actually do have the 4 buttonholes. So yay. And then here is the base, and it's a little bit, it's going to be good and sturdy. So yeah, I mean, and what I love about this, I love doing the tall man, but it was all that one piece. And I love how this is because I can do this gentleman, and when I get that done, then I can put I can do the base separate. So I can work on him and this separate, and I'm not trying to play around and roll around. So I'm very, very happy with that. And just kind of looking. And so yeah, I mean, it's awesome. And I do have a picture. Give me just a second. Sorry. And so, yeah, let me do something here real quick because you got the glare. Okay. So this is the actual gentleman. And I'm going to, the face I'm going to use, this is a very good on the face, which I'm really happy with. And then the suit. I'm going to have to do a little bit more look because the suit in the picture is not this suit. This is a dress suit, or I think it's a dress suit. I don't know. But I'm going to look for references and get as close as I can, if, you know. But yeah, I mean, wow. I am very, very excited to get into this. So, with that, guys, I'm going to get back at it. Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, and it is a blowing outside up here in North Dakota. But I am starting with the mini sub right now, and I'm masking off so I can do the paint. And I'm going to change it different. I'm going to paint the blue first, and then come back into the yellow. So that's what I'm working on right now, is just putting on the masks that I need to, and then take those off, put on the other mask off where I paint the blue, and go from there. But I'm going to get these guys, I'm going to get the front and the back mask off now, and then I'll keep working on this, the blue trim. So just a heads up, that's where I'm at right now, guys. So I'm going to get back at it, and I'll come back when I have more to share. Good morning, Saturday, and I know it's been a couple of days since I actually turned the camera on, and I did do a little bit of work, but not much. It hit me yesterday. I did this week, and I'll tell you, but it kind of hit me because you guys know I had that traumatic brain injury 3 years ago, and plays on a lot of things, and trying to keep making sure I don't blow up and do things like that, or I take meds for that. But what hit me is, for the first time really in 19-20 years, I've always known that my kids are going to come home at night, and I know it sounds weird, but with them all being gone, they're having their lives, starting their lives. Jacob's at college, Anne's raising her daughter Melody, my awesome granddaughter, and Des is going to be coming home soon from Fort Hood. She's being medically discharged, and but what hit me is, for so long I'm so used to my kids. I knew, okay, they're out doing this, but they're coming home, and now it's just kind of like, house is too quiet. There's no arguing, no nothing, no, and you guys can understand. So it kind of hit me a little harder than what I thought it would, because, it's the empty nest, as you guys are aware. But it's taking its toll. So maybe that's the reason why I haven't been as aggressive on my videos of the last few weeks, is because I'm processing and learning to deal with this. Because before the brain damage injury, I was okay. I could do things, and after, it's just I've been relearning a lot of things again. So, but I digress. Thank you for letting me share that with you guys, so you kind of understand why the videos aren't been going as steady as they used to be, but they will return. But I wanted to share with you, I still got touch-up paint and a little more painting, but I've got the flying sub all on mask. And yes, I have a lot of touch-ups to do because of my masking, but not bad. I'm kind of happy. Let me see. You can see that. You can see the little guy in there. And let me do this and get you hooked up. You hooked up, maybe. Okay, turn this off. And you wonder why it's so hard, because I'm trying to keep things okay. So let me see if I can adjust this real quick. Sorry guys, I'm kind of just, you know, not doing what. Okay, let's go to, okay, a little bit better. Let's darken it just a little bit more. There we go. So now you can see, yes, I have touch-ups, but you can see the interior, and you can see the wall I built back on the hull, back on the back part of the ship, but front, oh yeah, it's not burned out. This I have to, and then come on now, seriously. Okay, give me 2 seconds here. Sometimes my wires, but then you can see the back. Okay, enough of that. All right, so I'm gonna work on the touch-ups to the Seaview, or not the Seaview, but the finish up on the sorry guys, on the flying sub. And wow, that thing is kind of crazy. Sorry guys. There we go. Okay, get some of the touch-ups going on that. And just to share with you, I've started work on the Elephant Man base. Now I'm going to do this first before I start him, because that way when I actually do start him, I can compare, you know, the color contrast with the base and him, so I can blend and get everything matched. But I'm going to work on a little bit more on this today, and then, I know it's been, but I need to go in and get these seams taken care of, where everything joined up and got in, and then I got to do a little bit more painting here to blend. And then actually, once I get that all done, I will be able to get this alien on their base. Sorry, it's kind of weird. Okay, but I'll be able to do that. So first thing I'm going to do is get these joints squared away and these seam lines, and then do a little bit of touch-up on the flying sub, or set that to the side and start doing some bigger parts of the Seaview that I can go ahead and knock out. Yeah, so that, and I guess I did get the base finish painting. And another thing, probably why I didn't touch the Enterprise at all this week, and I apologize for that. It's just, I know what I got to do, but like I said, what I talked to about earlier, and one of the reasons I'm kind of dragging on the Seaview and the Enterprise is also, you know, I'm building the Seaview for my son at college, and I will have it ready when he comes home on Thanksgiving. But I'm just kind of hold on to that, because when I build for family, I love doing that. And if I finish it, then with me finishing it and him taking it to college means, yes, he's truly starting his life, and I'm happy about that. I am, guys. It's wrapping my head around it, and that's probably why I've been delaying on that and switching to other projects. Besides, you know, I've been working on them for a while, so yeah, I kind of got to. It's getting a little bored, but hey, yay! So, gonna finish getting. I'm gonna get the seams done, and start on the base, and start getting some bigger things done on the Seaview. And yes, don't worry, I do remember I still got the bat wing to take care of and touch up and fix for my daughter. But I thought I'd share this with you real quick. So you remember those dials from other kits? I really do like that. That looks really cool. And then, you know, the joystick. So, alright guys, so let me get going on these, and I'll come back and share. Okay guys, I'm going to start on the brick first, and then I'll do the plaster later. And then when I go in to do these guys, I'm going to have to probably hand paint, because there's no way I'm going to be able to mask that. But at least I can start getting some things painted. And I am going with Vallejo's Model Air 71271, which is German red brown, and I like it for the darker brick, the aged brick color. And so yeah. So first things again, just like I always do, try to keep it in camera, but I'm not going to try to coat I'm going to definitely try to go around the plaster. I mean, I know there's going to be some paint gets in there, but that's the great thing about an airbrush. You can play with it and you know, just, you know, play around the edges. And as you can see, I'm not using a whole lot of pressure either. I mean, this is the pressure I'm using. Alright, let's go ahead. This is the pressure I'm using, that dot. And this is at full dot, as you can see. So I'm not, I am using pressure, but I'm not going hog wild on it. And then I want to make sure that I am getting into everything that needs to be gotten into. When it comes time, I'll double check. But what I mean by that is, on this kit, it's definitely designed, you know, and it's got a nice recess. So I'm liking that. But there's that, and yeah, I'll show you one more, and then I'll go turn the camera off and go paint. So like I said, working with this plaster on here, I want to make sure that I'm not putting all that red in there, because I don't want to do that. I mean, if some get in there, okay, I understand. It's part of, you know, what happens. But as you guys can see, I am just trying to go around, and I'm not trying to get it all painted at once, as you guys know. But, okay. So I'm going to get back at it. So 2 sides started, and I'll come back when it's fully done and show you what it looks like. So I will return. Alright, yes! Pre-shading has started on the big Seaview, and yes, the propeller system, the engine system. I'm going to have to paint part of this before I put it onto the Seaview. And because a lot of it, some of the area is really tight, and I won't be able to get my airbrush in there, but I'll share that with you when I take the camera down. Also got the Seaview pre-shaded, and I got to do some painting on that before I can put the engines on, and then I can finish up the seam work, and I'll share that with you. But this is the start of it, and I put a clear protective coat on this, trust me. And like I said, this was the, sorry, gotta go find it again, because I know I just had it out. German red brown, no, yeah? Was that it? No, I know what it was. Give me just a second. Where did I put you? And there it was. Yeah. Yeah, it was a German red brown. Sorry, guys. So yeah. There, that is ready, that is glossed, and now I'm going to gingerly work and get these plaster guys masked off and done. I did some experimental with the brush, and yeah, but yeah, that's where that's at. And then get these guys taken care of, and then I can get on the lettering and then get the rest of the base done. Pretty, not too bad. So that's where I'm at. I'm letting the paint, the pre-shading I've already done, let that get set and dry, and see if I can't start getting some paint on the big ship, and I'll come back when I start that. So stay tuned. Alright, just playing with the wording and painting that, but I still got to do the top and bottom, but I thought I'd share with you the plaster, how it looks against the brick. Let that get darn good and dry. But yeah, lots of fun there. So yeah, so for the plaster, I went with my one that I really love is the white gray from Vallejo Model R. It is 71119. I love this stuff, because I was trying to think, because I knew I was going to do the plaster, but I didn't want to make it just flat white or, you know, white. I wanted a little bit more texture to it, so that's why I went with the white gray. And then for the name, I'm using 70919. It's in a Vallejo, and it's called Cold White, and I like it because it's standing out, and as you can tell, it's going to stand out really well once I get everything on there. But that's where that's at. I got the Seaview drying. Well, it's getting pretty well dry, but man, I'm gonna keep working on it. But I got these guys ready, but I got the appreciating done, so I started working on this and waiting for that. Man, like I said, I'm just really liking how that's coming. So, all right, well, I'm gonna get back to work, guys. All right, guys. Well, this is where I'm gonna wrap it for the week. Not too bad a week, but you know, I talked about it earlier. But yes, so Seaview has now got pre-shading and ready to go. The Flying Sub has Love of Color. It's got a little bit of touch-up stuff to do, but that's not too much. Then the 2005 War of the Worlds Alien. I still got to do a bit more painting right here, but yeah. And this will be done. And then the Elephant Man started on the base, as you can see, getting there, but that's fun, and a picture of him. So, with that, everyone, I want to wish you all a very safe and awesome weekend. Have a very safe and awesome week next week, and I'll see you all back here on the bench.